Welcome to Tuttle Talk, a part of the Real Estate Radio Network. And now, live in studio, offering you a fresh perspective. He's your local real estate and finance expert. He's part of the Common Sense Party, and he's committed to teaching you how to win in any market. Your host, Andy Tuttle.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Tuttle Talk here on the Real Estate Radio Network, where we teach you what the rich and the banks do, not what they tell you to do, and where we dispel the misconceptions of financial wellness and the local real estate market and show you how following a few key principles really can free you up to focus on the other important areas of your life, like your friends, your family, and the community. It's the most important hour of radio right here on 660 AM. The Answer every Sunday at 3 p.m. I am your host, Andy Tuttle, NMLS number 184325. I've been in the business here over 12 years, almost 13 now in the mortgage lending, business, residential, and commercial. And I've seen a lot of people make a lot of mistakes thinking they're making great choices and ending up burning themselves and, shopping for the rate because that's what the media tells you to do. But yet we've got the lowest rates in our history and the highest foreclosure rates. It's not all about that. Our evidence shows that financial crisis shows that we can't just be just following the herd because it doesn't work. There's an importance of a financial team and having good people around you to help you with really the biggest transaction, the biggest debt you'll ever have in your life. And it's important that you manage that correctly and see it as a financial instrument that can help you create wealth over time. That's what we do every week on this show. That's why I host the show. That's why I do the work and vet all of the expert contributors that are on this show so that you can know some talented experts in the industry, in the local market that can help guide you on your way so you can ensure a prosperous future for you and your family. If at any time during the show you have a question, you want to reach out to us, you can do that at our off-air hotline, which is 469-319-0660, 469-319-0660. We'll make sure to get you connected with a professional that's right for you or just answer your questions. And so we're happy to do that. And then I will usually follow up with a call after that, after the show's over, and make sure that I can connect with you if you have any further questions on that. Also, throughout the show, the same number that I just gave you, we'll do there's different informational products, different links that we provide, and you'll be able to text that same number. And if you have a question and you just want to ask it in a text instead of get on the phone with someone, you can do that as well. You can text 469-319-0660, and we'll take care of you. Also, you can catch all past shows at andytuttle.com and get into the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/Tuttle Talk. Today on the show, oh my, we've got a lot of things to talk about, and I'm here with a good friend and owner of Utility Concierge, very innovative company here in the Metroplex, Gabe Abshire. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, buddy. It's the highlight of my weekend.
I know it is. Veronica, his wife, don't listen to that. It's not the biggest highlight of the weekend. It's just one of the many highlights of his week because I'm pretty awesome. And he loves me so much.
That you said it all, buddy. It's a great way to start the week.
That's a great way to start the week.
Great way.
What energy. What excitement. Well, today, besides getting with Gabe, we're going to give a testimonial just so you can kind of go a little granular with, because I love Utility Concierge. That's why I have him on the show. It's one of the only, there's always a catch, especially if anything's for free, quote unquote, but there's not with Utility Concierge. There really just isn't right now. And so it's very exciting. They take the burden off of you, and we're going to get into how they do that a little more specifically and give you a specific example of that so you can understand hopefully how they can help you in your day-to-day. Also, we're going to get to the restaurant of the week this week. Coach Jimmy comes back to the show in Coach's Corner to give some much-needed and fitness tips going into the holiday season. Get your mindset right on that. Then I'm going to give you a little bit on the perfect purchase with Brenda Kinsey in our real-time real estate segment. Get what's going on the street, what the pulse of the market is. And then my special guest, Logan Stout. He's the CEO of the Dallas Patriots, direct sales master. He's the author of a best-selling book, Stout Advice, and he's starting a new company called ID Life. Speaking of innovative, this is innovative. It's going to change the way we get healthy and stay healthy and the way we kind of work on our fitness and health. I'm very excited to talk to him today. He's coming up later in our show. And then I would assume, my gosh, I should have checked with you, but we have a More Cool Tech with Brian Moore segment today?
Yes, we do.
Oh, is it going to be a good one?
It's going to be a good one. It ties into Coach Jimmy.
Oh, I like this.
Nice.
Tying things together.
Bit action.
Yeah. Okay, all
Fitness.
right.
Nice.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear it. All right, so couple of things this week. the market is hot. We saw a little retraction in rates in the pricing, and so we saw a little bit of worsening in rates, but go up by about an eighth, a little over an eighth, depending on your loan amount, credit score, price point, down payment, some of those things, between an eighth and a quarter. Still fantastic rates in the 4s on a 30-year fix. You can get that, and you can get in the 3s still on a 15-year. So the money is cheap. It's a great time to buy. And again, I'm going to pressure this for you. There are so many changes coming up. I told you about QM, qualified mortgages, big changes in regulations at the beginning of the year. They are trying to tighten things up. They are trying to eliminate some really unique and exciting financing options for you, the homeowner, to save money on your monthly payment. They're not meaning to do this. They're really not. Everything is to try to make it better for you. That's what the goal is. But unfortunately, over and over again, the last several years, that just doesn't seem to happen, and it ends up hurting you over and over again. And for instance, the 3% down payment programs on conventional loans went away as of yesterday. So those, you don't have that option anymore. There's still grant programs, et cetera, but now the minimum is 5% again. Also, there are some caps. We used to do this a lot and still do it, and we will until January. But there are things called single premium MI, mortgage insurance, right? So, Gabe, you put less than 20% down on a home, you got to pay mortgage insurance.
Right.
And what's great about that is, ever since the 70s when they came up with mortgage insurance, it's what allows us to put less than 20% down because, just so you know, there's homeowner's insurance that insures you, the homeowner. Then there's mortgage insurance, which actually insures the lender against default. So it's a payment that you make with your mortgage payment that mitigates the risk of the lender. So the insurance companies come in and say, okay, guess what? We're going to cover, they put 5% down. Well, the mortgage insurance is going to cover basically the difference between 80% loan to value and 95% loan to value. So they're going to cover that extra 15%. So to the lender, the exposure feels like someone put 20% skin in the game, right? So they have less exposure. That's the goal, and that's why you pay for it. And it's a lot better than having to put 20% down on a loan. Well, the way they've had in the past been able to structure this, Gabe, is that you could finance in that and pay it all up front. So you could actually pay like 1.75% up front on the home. So let's say on a $100,000 home, that's $1,700 up front, but your payment doesn't go up at all. Instead of having an extra $50 or $75 payment or whatever it is, you don't have that higher payment. So you can qualify for more home. You can afford more home. Makes it easier on your budget. Well, that may be going away too in January. So some of those creative financing options, because of the regulations and the tightening and the confusion of the verbiage, these options are going away. And they're trying to have it where if you don't put 20% down or 30% down, your rates and costs may be a lot more on those loans. So we are pressing as hard as we can to stop this and talk some sense into it, but there's a ton of people involved. So my message to you is this. If you have been on the fence about buying a home or refinancing a home, the rates are not going to get better. And even if they do, it may not matter because the regulations may tighten up enough, or even if rates improve a half a point, guess what? You may be right back where square one. So this is the time to figure out if it's a good time for you to buy. This is the time to get the analysis and find out. And if you want to get that, I want you to do this. If you're renting right now, I want to know if you can own a home. I want you to text the word rent with the amount that you're paying in rent to 469-319-0660, 469-319-0660. And we are going to get you an analysis, a rent-to-own analysis, so you can see where you really stand. If you're looking to refinance or purchase, it's so easy. All you need to do, text refinance or text purchase to 469-319-0660. We will get you an analysis out. We'll have someone get on the phone with you and talk you through your options and let you know where you stand. So it's easy, it's quick, it's painless, but find out now, guys. Do not wait until January. You may be in for a rude awakening. Gabe, one thing that's not a rude awakening is when you are buying a home, or even if you're in your current home, to not have to deal with the internet, phone, cable, security, moving, if you're purchasing, making all those 5, 6, 7 different calls, right? Sometimes, like, we live in our home, right? Before you came along, it was daunting to go, okay, so if we change our cable, then we got to change our internet. If we change our internet, why don't we look at electricity? Electricity, okay, well, what about our security system? You make all those calls. It's like, I don't have that kind of time. So then I just, analysis paralysis, I don't make any calls. Right. And I don't save any money.
Right.
But the difference is the utility concierge, we make one call to you. you have a conversation with us, you do all the heavy lifting, and then you come back, tell us what our options are, and we know how much we're saving immediately.
Exactly. So we work well with folks moving into new homes. We make their new connections for them, but everyone out there, most of the people out there know they're paying too much for your utilities, but they just don't feel like hassling to call in everybody. What you can call your utility company, just wear them down and say, oh, I'm going to change so-and-so. I'm going to change from this cable company to this provider. They're going to go, oh, send you to the rent retention department and get you the best deal, But you shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
So you make one phone call to us. We'll shop the market. We know what the rates are. Find out what you have. We'll shop the market. We can tell you really, really quick if we can save you some money. I had breakfast with a guy the other day, and just in passing, just talking to him when I know I could save him about $150 to $200 a month. If
That's so strong.
Yeah, we'll just call, we'll take care, he'll be done in about a 15-minute phone call, I'll be done, versus staying on the phone with those people. So, our service is free. We save people time. I mean, that's the thing that we're giving back to people is time. So you can place one phone call, go to our website, go to our app, get in touch with us. It'll take you 15 minutes, and we can save you a bunch of money and a bunch of time.
I love this so much, guys. That's why most of the top realtors in DFW are using you. By the way, ask your realtor if they use Utility Concierge if you're in a process right now, if you're in the process of purchasing a home. If they're not, tell them they need to, and if they don't know what you're talking about, it may be a good idea to talk to another realtor. I'm not kidding about that, because the ones in the know Utility Concierge. And if you're in your home right now and you just want to see if you can save some money on your current utilities, either way, all you got to do, text the word utility to 469-319-0660, 469-319-0660. We're going to get you a free utility analysis. I mean, that's what we want to do here. Just give you all kinds of cool little tools and ammo, and just get it for free so you can get the education, you can get the information, and find out if you can save money. Hey, Gabe, appreciate you doing that.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, you bet, man. All right. You're listening to Tuttle Talk here on the Real Estate Radio Network. Coming up, we are going to get with our good friend Brenda Kinsey with the Kinsey Group at Halo Group Realty for our real-time real estate segment. And then we're going to get with Coach Jimmy on how you can prepare to make sure you keep those pounds off and still enjoy the holidays. All that next. Welcome back. You are listening to Tuttle Talk here on the Real Estate Radio Network. Thank you for staying with us. I am your host, Andy Tuttle. We are talking now with the Coach Jimmy. I told you I wanted to set you up for being able to enjoy your holidays with the right mindset so you can enjoy the delicious food that you have, but not get so crazy that you get depressed and the only reason you have a New Year's resolution is to lose the 25 pounds that you've gained over the 12 days of Christmas. So, the Coach Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Andy. I'm thrilled to be here.
Glad to have you back for Coach's Corner. It's been a while since you've been on the show, so if you do me a favor and kind of go over your testimonial, because I think it's so powerful, and how kind of you see what the challenges are with health today, and kind of how you help with that, and what people can do to stay focused during this holiday season.
Absolutely. Well, I grew up a overweight child, and I was kind of the heavy kid in my class growing up from elementary school into junior high. Then I put on quite a bit of weight in high school and on into college. And I really had a passion to be a performer, to be up in front of people, but I was very uncomfortable in my own skin, and my confidence wasn't very high, and I had a lot of self-doubts and a lot of negative things going on between my ears, even though, at the same time that my waistline continued to grow as well. And I went to college, didn't do very well with that, I flunked out of college 3 different times and found myself living back at home with my parents, my mid-20s, 100 pounds heavier, and just had given up hope. I had really given up hope on my dreams, on my passions, and really had just kind of settled in life, kind of just got to where I was just surviving day to day. And I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but it's really the depressing place to be in. And fortunately, I was introduced to a few simple techniques, some few simple things that I could take a hold of right in the middle of my in my mess, kind of in the middle of my mess that I felt that my life was right then, and I started doing some things to take control back of my life. And it didn't all happen overnight, but I was introduced to just a few simple ways that I could start making some changes. And I was able to lose 100 pounds and keep it off over 10 years now. And now it's my passion to show
That's the biggest success right there. Anybody can lose 100 pounds, but keeping it off for 10 years, a decade, that's when it's permanent. That's the power of this stuff.
Absolutely, that it becomes permanent, that there's so many things out there that's quick fix and people that it's temporary, but that it's long-term. And now my passion is showing other busy professionals, because it's real easy, Andy, that we are searching for, we're trying to build our jobs or we're trying to take care of our families, but we don't always take care of ourselves. And, what's the point of building all these assets if we're not there to enjoy them with our families, and be in the best health we can at the same time?
Well, so how can, speaking of families, this holiday season, how do you enjoy your family, enjoy all the great food that's there, but still keep it somehow in moderation without feeling like a stick in the mud?
I think that you just touched on it. The word is moderation. I think everybody should enjoy their holiday season. The Thanksgiving time, Christmas, New Year's, these are times to celebrate. So don't, go to that holiday party, but what are you doing the rest of the holiday season? If you have one party that week, what are you doing the other times that you're not at the party? How are you taking care of things when there isn't that treat in front of you? And, what I've used for the past 10 years is a very simple food guide that I carry around with me that helps me make better decisions. If I'm at a party, if I'm at a restaurant, if I'm at a business meeting and I'm looking at a menu and I need to know what's the better decision to make, I have this very simple food guide I keep as a PDF on my phone, and it's really helped me use that moderation that you talked about to continue to see results and enjoy myself.
Okay, so that is simple. That I can handle. I can't handle 12 steps for this, but a nice little free food guide, a little food guide that kind of helps me make that when I'm there, and I can pull it up when I'm shaking. It's like my little counselor. I can just pull that right up and go, okay, I can do this, and I'm okay. So if people want to get in touch with that, you have the website. It's thejimmynelson.com. Can they go get that there?
Actually, the website is thecoachjimmy.com, and it's right there. All they got to do is just sign up for it, and they'll get it right in their email box. They can put it straight on their phone and have it with them anywhere they go at all times. Okay,
perfect. So there's two ways to do it, guys. One, if you're interested in getting that, go to thecoachjimmy.com, or you can always text us here, same number, the text food guide to 469-319-0660, and we'll take you through the one quick step, send you that link to the website so that you can get it that way too if you just didn't get a chance to write that down. Just text food guide to the number that you already know, 469-319-0660, or go to thecoachjimmy.com. Either way, get your food guide. Jimmy, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the good tips, and we will be talking to you soon, sir.
Take care.
All right. Okay, now time to get to the segment that I love so much. And I love old Brenda Kinsey. She's such a professional. Let's get to it. Real-time real estate. Brenda Kinsey with the Kinsey Group over at Halo Group Realty. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Andy. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I love having you back here. You're always great value.
How are you today?
I'm great. My kiddo, he got circumcised this week. Thank you very much. So he's growing up already so fast.
Awesome. They grow up quickly. I have 4 of them. 2 are in college, and it seems like yesterday when we just brought them home.
Wow, that is you. Well, you've been through all of it. I'm going through the no sleep right now. You remember that multiple times over, I'm sure.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, it happens. I'll tell you this. I got good news though. The doctor made sure to made a special statement. She called me. This was unsolicited. She said, "Andy, I've given 3 circumcisions today. Your boy, he's the biggest." And I said, "Yeah, baby. All right, son. He was a month early, but my man."
Oh, what a smart doctor. Yeah, definitely. Awesome.
I'm telling you, it's cruel what they do to those poor little kids with that thing. I'm like, oh, man, I'm so glad you're not going to remember this. That looks horribly painful. But
thank goodness our mind forgets what we need to.
Yeah, no kidding. That's for sure. Well, thank you for asking about my kid, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about value and hot things that are going on in the marketplace and what is going on. What's hot? What's happening right now, Brenda?
I'll tell you, it's an amazing time in the DFW area. Love being an agent. The last year has been incredible. We're still, typically October, November, we do see a little bit of a downside just because people have purchased during the hot summer months. But we're definitely up still. Our team focuses, I'd say, primarily on the Collin County side, and just looking at the statistics, Prosper in general is up about 10 to 12% since last year. So it's good news.
Wow, that's
definitely
really good news.
Yeah, it's great.
That's huge appreciation. So what does that mean for people that are looking in that area right now? What kind of opportunities do they have out in Prosper area?
I'll tell you what's really cool about the Prosper Salina area is the growth that is coming up that way. A lot of new developments, a lot of buzz talk about the Jerry Jones development. I just saw a sign that we're going to actually have a movie theater there in Prosper. That's huge.
Wow.
A lot of cool and exciting developments. One I'd like to mention is Light Farms. It's Prosper ISD. It's actually Salinas city limits, but Prosper ISD.
Okay.
And I like it so much that I'm going to be calling it home in about 3 weeks.
Well, good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. Exciting stuff. So, if a real estate agent likes it, it's got to be good stuff.
Absolutely. So what are the prices out there?
I would say they start around the $270 and go up all the way to probably $500,000.
So you've got a great range there. You can get a lot of house out there in Prosper for that too. I'll tell you, not like buying in the city in urban Dallas. I'll tell you what, you get like a 1,200 square feet out there for that. But that is what's awesome about that area too. Great school districts, great area to build, get a beautiful home. And if you want to get that beautiful home, you want to see if you can sell your home. Either way, there's great value in there. So what we want you to do is text the word value to 469-319-0660. Text the word value to 469-319-0660. We'll let you know give you a free analysis of the value of your current home and go over with you and connect you with Brenda here with the Kinsey Group and connect you with what's going on in Prosper, Salina area and help you get connected with the home of your dreams out there. So, Brenda, as always, thank you for the information and get back to work. I know you got a lot. I know you're a busy girl.
Absolutely, and thanks for having me, Andy.
You bet.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to Tuttle Talk here on the Real Estate Radio Network. Coming up, my very special guest. He's the CEO of the Dallas Patriots. He is a serial entrepreneur, really. He is an author, and he's just started his new company, ID Life. It's going to change the way we look at the health and fitness arena, and it's going to help you, I think, for a long time to come. He's also going to talk to us a little bit about mindset going into the rest of the year from a great success coach, Logan Stout. So stay with us. Welcome back. You're listening to Tuttle Talk on the Real Estate Radio Network. Remember, if you want to get in touch with us, you can call our off-air number, 469-319-0660, 469-319-0660, and we will get you connected with a professional that is right for you. I'm so excited. Here on this segment of the show, I've been promising it to you the whole hour, we've got with us Logan Stout. He is a success coach. He is an author. He is a very successful businessman and the CEO of the Dallas Patriots. You may remember him being on the show, Logan, I believe about 6 months ago. Logan, welcome back to the show.
Hey, great to be back. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy to have you here. I know we are getting into the last couple of months of the year, and people sometimes start to wind down, and some of the goals maybe they are not on track for, maybe they're behind, and they maybe are just deciding to maybe kind of just give up on those, bring the goals down, and kind of just coast through the rest of the year. And you are so passionate about people finishing strong, reaching their full potential, that I thought it would be a great opportunity for you to come in and give us kind of an insulin jolt. You know what I mean? And a jolt of adrenaline to help us finish the year strong. So my hope is that you can help us do that today. What are some things people can do to really make sure they finish this year strong?
You know, it's funny. You mentioned finishing up the year strong. I've always laughed at how everybody decides they're going to be great December 31st. Have you ever noticed that the last day of the year, I'm going to be great? Not today, though. All right, not today I'm not going to be great. Tomorrow, starting tomorrow, my life is going to change. And then they make promises to themselves and to everybody else that they're never going to keep, you know what I mean? And so it's just interesting to me. Look, success is not something that happens because today I decide it's going to happen, right? Success is by design. And here's what's the cool thing for everybody listening. Success is not as hard as people think. The problem is people don't have any systematic approach, right? They know what they want. I hate it when people say, well, you have to set goals. No. Goals are fine. Goals are what you want. But a systematic approach helps you accomplish those goals. And it just drives me crazy to see so many talented people. You know, I think 99.9999% of people die with potential. They have so much unlocked potential, but they never just plan. They go to work, but they don't plan their work, right? So when you plan your work, then you work your plan. Everything works out the way it's supposed to. And so my advice to everybody is this. November and December are just as important as January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I mean, and that's what drives me crazy. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. So why are you going to wait till January 1st to get in shape? Why are you going to wait till January 1st to get out of debt? Why are you going to wait till January 1st to do whatever it is you want to do? And so the biggest thing I'd like to coach people on is this. We all are creatures of habit. It's that simple. We're creatures of habit, right? And so I'll give you an example. Every morning, I wake up. I go get my newspaper. I do a couple other things that I don't need to tell you about, right? But I get up, I get my newspaper, and then I have my quiet time. And then, I go do what I do, right? And then I go work out every morning. Same deal. I get done, have my protein shake, and then I go about my day. I mean, that's my routine. At nighttime, habits. For all of you that are married or have someone that live with you, I guarantee you have a side of the bed.
Right.
Well, what's so funny to me is, and by the way, congratulations on your baby, Andy.
Thank
congratulations on that. You'll learn very quickly you won't be on any side of the bed for short term.
It's already done, dude. I'm in the glider, rocking him back and forth.
Well, here's what's so funny about that. My wife and I never declared sides of the bed. It's just like the first night we were married. Okay, she just picked that side, I guess. I picked the other side, and voila. Creatures of habit, that became our sides of the bed. Success is the same way. It's about a mindset. People ask me all the time, Logan, what's your number one key to success? Here it is. A commitment to personal development. If you feed your mind the right things, what you think become your actions ultimately become your habits become your successes or failures in life. It's that simple of a principle. And some say, okay, that's fine, that makes sense, but what do you mean feed my head? Think of our brains like a store, right? We only have so much mental inventory in our heads. What we allow to be in the stock, if you will, the stock or inventory in our heads is so valuable because it's limited. Right? You have limited shelf space in there. And what you allow to occupy those shelves in your brain is critically important. And here's the cool thing. Each and every one of us have the choice as to what we allow to occupy in our brains, but we don't choose. We don't choose. Instead, what we do is we allow the world to throw different thoughts and opinions into our brain to create our belief systems, right? Your belief systems come from what people tell you, what you experience, and then most importantly, what you tell yourself. Okay, so what can we control? We can't control what people tell us necessarily, but what we can control is what we experience and then what we tell ourselves about those experiences. I'll be the first one to tell people, I don't like reading. Okay, but the price one pays for reading far outweighs the price one pays for not reading. So I always have a personal development book, something I can fill my brain with to make sure that the shelves in my head are occupied with the right things. And so my advice to everybody as they try to finish up the year strong is what book you're reading. Go to loganstout.com. Go to my website. If you don't like reading, you can get the free videos. We send you a free Stout advice video, same off the premise of my book. You get a free video sent straight to your inbox every Monday to start your week off the right way with action items. It's very simple to the point, just a couple minutes long. Or go under my suggested readings list, under my bio. I have a whole list of books that every one of you should read. Everybody needs to read those books. They've impacted my life tremendously. Okay, so read those books. Those are books that have changed my life and changed millions of people's lives. Read the book.
You're listening to Tuttle Talk on the Real Estate Radio Network. My guest is Logan Stout. He is the CEO of the Dallas Patriots. He has started and succeeded in many of his endeavors in business, and he is now starting a new company called ID Life. He's here today to help talk to you about how to finish your year strong, not just this year, but every year and every month and every day. Logan, one thing that I thought is so interesting there is that most people say, yeah, I don't like to read, so then they just don't read. But is it Mark Twain said, those that don't read are the same of those that can't read. So it's the same thing. So you might as well not be able to read. So take that, use it. The price you pay for reading, which is you take some time out of maybe watching TV or doing this or that, you got to sit, you got to concentrate, is far exceeds the price for not reading. You have got to feed your mind with those good things. You've got to turn off that TV. An extra, maybe to start, just an extra half hour earlier. Just don't go to zombie state. Turn it off just a little bit earlier. Half step and just tell yourself to read a book. Are those simple tactics that can work, Logan?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that's intruding our life is social media. And I think social media is great on many fronts. I think it's great. But at the end of the day, and I'm guilty. I'm speaking with everybody here, okay? I'm not speaking at you. I'm speaking with you. I'm really just giving myself advice and allowing you to listen, okay? That's really the deal. But you can be on Facebook, and that thing is intoxicating. Yep. I mean, Facebook is addicting to the point where, next you look up and an hour have gone by.
Yeah.
Since I've had kids, I have twin boys. Anytime I get caught on Twitter, Facebook, you name it, it's so interesting. I kid you not, about 60 seconds into it, I go, this is time I can be with my kids that I can never get back. Facebook will always be here. Some people simply need a vacation from social media.
Yeah.
Just vacate it for a little while, right? Sure. But yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, look, reading books are so important. And then you referenced ID Life, the company that I'm founding. You know, I've had a lot of success in direct sales. The reason I started ID Life, my wife and I have everything we could ever want. We've been blessed. You know, we're multimillionaires. We got the house, the car, all the stuff, friendship, relationships, beautiful. I'm blessed beyond my wildest dreams. I don't deserve it. I'm grateful for it. No question. Ultimately, my prayer and goal in life is to help other people accomplish the ID Life. ID Life stands for Individually Designed Life. One of my biggest pet peeves is people don't design their own life. They live like a zombie. They live like a robot, and they end up working somewhere they don't want to work, living life with people they don't want to live with, and then they wake up and 10 years have gone by, and they go, what the heck happened? I heard somebody say earlier, well, you know, people have dreams and aspirations. You know what's crazy is, no, most people have stopped dreaming. They've stopped. They're in survival mode. Look, God did not put any of us on this earth to survive. He put us on this earth to thrive and to be great. And I know this for a fact. I know if everybody listening, hear me on this. You are destined for greatness. You are unique. You are special. You are not supposed to be someone else. That person's already taken. Don't try to be someone you're not. Be yourself. The key is this. You need a vehicle to help you get where you want to go in life. ID Life is a vehicle that somebody can hop in, and they're going to grow as a human being, and they're going to have an incredible financial opportunity. We're using the direct sales model to bring what I believe is the greatest product in the history of direct sales to the market. We're in pre-launch stage, and I'm happy to tell you anything you want to know about that.
You're listening to Tuttle Talk here on the Real Estate Radio Network. When we come back, we're going to tell you what ID Life, what that product is that's revolutionizing the health industry really right now. Why Logan, as you can already tell, is so passionate about it, and he's perfected the direct sales model and how he's going to bring it to you and how you can get involved. So stay with us. Welcome back, Dallas. You're listening to Tuttle Talk on the Real Estate Radio Network every Sunday, 3 p.m., right here on 660 a.m. The Answer, my guest, Logan Stout. Logan, I want to get right into this with you. If you've been with us in the last segment, we were talking about, one, how you can finish this year strong, but also about great opportunity, an innovative company that's revolutionizing the health industry called ID Life. Logan, you could be doing anything you want. Like you've already said, you've made millions of dollars. You've got all the success in the world you could ever dream for. You're very grateful for it, but you're getting back in the game right now with this company. Why is this product and this company revolutionizing the health industry?
Well, at the end of the day, you know, my wife and I are passionate about health and wellness, and I think there's been no greater advertising in our country's history than right now about the importance of health and wellness. And a group of doctors invented this software called ID Nutrition, individually designed nutrition. It took them 17 years to invent this particular product, and they wanted my opinion on it. They said, how can we take this to market to really educate the consumer that what they're probably taking right now, A, they don't need to be taking, or B, it's not good for them, or C, it's not enough, or whatever the deal is.
Talking about all the supplements and things people buy.
I mean, look, let's face it. If over 72% of the people in our country take supplements, and I'd be willing to bet you about 72% of them have no idea what they're taking, right? I mean, they go into a store, they buy it from a friend or whatever. They don't even know. So what this software does is it takes out the guesswork. An individual literally goes online, takes less than 5 minutes, simple, quick, easy, types their height, weight, age, eating habits, drinking habits, if they smoke, sun exposure, allergies, medications, prescription meds, workout routine, you name it. And it literally makes them a customized supplementation plan specific to what they need based on medical fact, scientific research. There's nothing arbitrary here. This isn't, oh, we think this works for you because of some great juice that was found in the Himalaya mountains by some crazy deal out of a volcanic rock or something.
Not voodoo stuff.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's all this junk out there, you know? Look, bottom line is this. If you're feeding the body the right stuff, your body simply performs like it was supposed to perform all along. You get better sleep, right? You get back to your desired weight. You have better energy, mental energy, physical energy, etc. So this product line, it's simple. It's convenient. I travel a lot, Mike, right? Well, I used to have to put all my pills or vitamins in a Ziploc bag or a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday box and all this junk. Yeah, I mean, it's a pain in the rear. This comes in a strip pack with your name on it, sent straight from the manufacturer, straight to your doorstep, so there's no inconvenience whatsoever. It's a fraction of the cost. So your omega-3s, your joint pains, if you have stress, whatever, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, whatever it is, it comes in the strip pack at a fraction of the cost. I mean, a bottle of omega-3s.
No middleman.
There's no middleman, but most importantly, we as a company don't have to have thousands of bottles of omega-3s, thousands of bottles of vitamin C. It all comes customized in a strip pack. So our cost of doing business is significantly less. We pass on the savings to the consumer. So bottom line, here's the deal. Best quality products there are, right? So you got no GMOs, organic, natural, casein-free, all the stuff, right? It's the best stuff. FDA grassless, which means generally regarded as safe. It's the best product. So the efficacy and the purity of the product is the best. Fraction of the cost. You're saving money. And then you got the convenient factor. And then in addition to that, we've got the finest protein shakes, meal replacement shakes you can possibly buy. Gluten-free with chia seed, a sleep strip that is healthy with a triphasic approach. So you're not going to wake up the next morning feeling like you got hit by a Mack truck, right?
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of stuff. Like a chemical dependency, you're not even really awake.
And then they become addictive. They become addictive, right? And so we really got on a passionate trend to go, how can we help people look and feel better, right? And here we got the new year coming up. People are looking for a way to get in the best shape of their lives. So let me give a news alert to everybody. There's no such thing as a get rich quick or a lose all this weight fast. Any of that stuff is junk. Okay? The way you get in better shape is a very simple formula. You feed the body what you're supposed to feed it. Don't feed it what you're not supposed to feed it, and get off your rear. I mean, that's how you get in better shape. But what happens is this. It's no different than the mental inventory we talked about earlier. When you feed your mind the right things, your body performs better. When you're cognizant of what you're consuming, right? It just brings it to the awareness. In fact, everybody, you can test this. Go buy a Men's Health or a Women's Health or some magazine. Read it. Watch how when you go to buy a burger and fries, you don't. It's hilarious. Why? Because at the front of your mind, you're thinking, okay, I just read that Men's Health, Women's Health. I'm going to go order salmon. I'm going to go order something healthy for me. So our whole assessment is about changing your lifestyle. So for the rest of your life, you're in the optimal health. So full product line, including the customized supplementation. It's unbelievable. Bottom line, I decided to get back in the game, come out of retirement, because I know for a fact every human being needs to be on this product, period. They need to be on it. It takes everything into effect from your prescription medications and how they interact with nutrients. People have no idea that prescription meds, we all know they're bad for you, but sometimes you have to take them, right? I guess. But prescription meds are bad for you as it relates to how they correspond or interact with nutrients. Beta carotene, and if you're a smoker, studies show increases your chances of lung cancer by over 60%. Beta carotene is great for you, but not if you smoke. Who knows that? Nobody knows that.
Brian's been in the medical field for a long time, so he knows he can corroborate that.
I'm sitting here nodding my head. Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, the same thing goes true for grapefruit juice. That is very dangerous with the number of prescription meds.
So here's the deal. Guys, Logan, first of all, I think everyone can tell you're so passionate. That's one of the things that's made you so successful as far as that passion, that you desire to help people and to really support and get behind something. And when you do believe in it, buddy, you're going all the way with it. And that's what you're doing with ID Life, because ID Life is worth it. You're worth it. What you think about, you care about. What you care about, you chase. So when he talks about Men's Health and you just think about that, you're reading it, you're like, well, you know what? I'm going to eat something healthy. This helps you do that every single day, every minute of the day, when you need it the most, when you can use it, and it's going to help you stay the course. If you want to find out more about it, you can get a webinar. It's always available to you at idlife.com. If you remember, go to loganstout.com to get all kinds of recommended books. I would actually say pick up Logan's book. He did what people do in 400 pages in 80 pages in this super powerful book on how to be successful, grow great teams, grow yourself. It's amazing. You got to pick that up too. But if you want to find out more about the upcoming event schedule, anything that's happening with ID Life, go to idlife.com or just text the word Logan to the number you already know. Text Logan to 469-319-0660. 469-319-0660 will get you all the information you need about ID Life, how you can get involved, how you can get healthy, and the financial benefits of being a part of this fantastic, innovative organization that's revolutionizing, one, direct sales, and two, the health and wellness industry. Logan, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, man.
You bet. Okay, guys, it is time for... Are we actually going to have more than 45 seconds
time?
For
no
Brian?
Way.
For
Not
the
possible.
More Cool Tech with Brian Moore?
What are you going to do with yourself, buddy?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll just talk really slowly this time.
No. I want you to go fast because I want to get to the restaurant of the week. So you still have 45 seconds. I'm just going to cram more into the show.
Okay, great. So for this week's Cool Tech segment, I have a very cool app. And keeping in line with the fitness theme that we have going on through the show, the app is called MyFitnessPal. And Logan, I don't know if you're familiar with that app or if you've seen it, MyFitnessPal. It's a really great both app and website. It helps you track your calories, track your exercise, how many calories you burned. It knows the menus of every restaurant out there, even local restaurants. I have found many of their menu items in the app. So it tells you how many calories there are, how many carbs, grams of sodium, whatever. It is a fantastic way to really keep track of how many calories you intake, how much you're burning with exercise. It will help you look at your goal of weight loss and help you figure out about what you need to do to modify just your diet. And it doesn't take into account things like, I ate 5 pizzas and, I weigh 600 pounds. There was actually a person that uses this app that put that in there, and she was wondering, why haven't I lost weight?
Right.
Well, you ate a whole Pizza Hut pizza. That's why.
That's right. No matter what you do, it's not going to help you do that. But I use this app. I know you've used it when we did our company kind of fitness challenge.
Yes.
And I got to say, it works fantastic. You can put in, look, I weigh this much. I'm this height. I want to lose this much weight. It'll kind of give you a calorie intake idea.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice because it's just a nice reminder. It gets you in, again, talking about habits, talking about good habits. One good habit is to make sure you got the supplements you need that are actually right for your body and doing that. And another one is just kind of a good reminder to help you see, oh, crap, I just ate 900 calories in that Big Mac. Maybe that's not a great idea.
Yeah. Or just do it in what you're normally eating. You go, holy crap, I can't believe I'm eating that much.
Yeah.
Because people don't think about that. Top of mind and keeps you accountable.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this app also is it helped me to identify some safer foods when I'm out eating fast food, which unfortunately I eat too much of. But it helped me find alternatives, such as I would go to McDonald's, get a Big Mac, and it showed me how to get it without the sauce and the cheese, get the apple slices instead of fries, and the whole meal wound up being like 500 calories, which is still a lot, but it was much better.
That's right. It's good. So MyFitnessPal is the app. It's a free app, I think.
It is an absolutely free app. You can also log in at myfitnesspal.com. Use your Facebook ID to log in. It's great.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. Now, one last thing I told you at the beginning, I wanted to tell you the restaurant of the week this week. This is cool. This is great. They're doing it for our listeners. I love this restaurant. There's 2 locations, but this is the one in North Park, Seasons 52. It's a great place for business lunches or business dinners. They've got some fantastic food for Tuttle Talk listeners. Monday through Thursday, just mention Tuttle Talk when you go to the restaurant, and they're going to give you a free flatbread of your choice. And their flatbreads are fantastic. It is a wonderful place. Go to the North Park location, mention Tuttle Talk to the manager, and you will get a free flatbread of your choice anytime, Monday through Thursday. So enjoy that. That's the restaurant of the week. And that's it for today's show. I hope you've enjoyed this hour. I know we have. We've had a lot of great content on the show. I'd like to thank Brian. I'd like to thank Coach Jimmy, Gabe, of course, all my expert contributors, and my special guest, Logan Stout. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for listening to Tuttle Talk, where we're making financial intelligence a priority in the community. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to Tuttle Talk on 660 AM The Answer. You can reach Andy at 214-736-9696. That's 214-736-9696. Or email him, questions@andytuttle.com. Don't forget to become a fan of his show by going to facebook.com/Tuttle Talk. You can also catch previous shows by going to andytuttle.com.